Very social, they love you, they follow you around the house, they want to sleep with you in bed, they're warm, so if you're like cold-natured and you want to put them on your body, you know, there's been nights where I think I was whelping puppies and I was just like freezing cold on the tile floor, but the cat would be laying with me while I was whelping puppies and they would keep me warm.
Spending time chasing nights, cruise the one until we see the sunrise. Hit my line, we align. Every night with you's the time of my life.
This is Gina Moore here at Fantasy Sphynks Cattery in Crewe, Virginia. I have a cat from Russia, I have a cat from California, and I have a cat from Dallas, Texas. And then the rest of the cats I made myself, so. This is Zaza. This cat is a traditional height of like an indoor house cat. So I don't know how tall it is, but she's the traditional height. This is a cat that's also traditional height, but she is a kitten still. And then Bunya is about half as tall. So she is what we call a bambino, which is a shorter cat, essentially a small cat or a midget, a little cat, yeah. Also this cat here, if you could see like a Siamese cat, she's got dark points on her ear tips and her nose and maybe her feet. That's called seal point. The color is seal and she's pointed, which is like the color on the tips. This one's just lilac throughout. She's, you know, lilac. And then this one's blue cream, so she's a blue with pink dots or patches. Tortoise shell. Blue cream tortie. So these cats, all the girls weigh 7 pounds, about 7 pounds. And males can weigh, I had a male that weighed like maybe 9 or 10 pounds. Totally ripped up and shredded. But I sent him to Maryland to live with this lady and I kept his son, who's still a kitten. So before them, I had the Persian cats. The Persians are way more laid back and relaxed. Super chill, literally a couch cat. They'd sit on your lap forever. Remember I said like there's the cats that you could hold like this and that was a Persian. These cats are not really like that. They want to do what they want to do. They're athletic, they can climb, they can be energetic. But after they calm down after kittenhood, they're pretty laid back. And they like to find sunlight. They'll go to windows or any warm spots to be in warm. Just like most cats, you know, they're fine with kids. They like kids. If the kids annoy them, they will leave. Where my exotic short hairs would just stay and take it. There is a Canadian Sphinx, but I don't think the Canadian hairless is the same. There's like 100 cat breeds. They're great. I've always raised my cats along dogs, not so much in this house because we don't really have a setup for it, but they will literally go lay with my puppies, especially newborn puppies. So that the puppies grow up with cats, the cats grow up with dogs and kids. And so a big health issue with Sphynx cats is hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, which essentially you should get an echo on cats or make sure you buy cats that have their heart scanned. Or from lines that are parents that have their heart scanned and don't have hypertrophy, which is a thickening of the heart wall, so it makes insufficient blood flow. So I think cats that do have HCM, as they call it, drop dead. I feel like it's higher in males that have more muscle, but I could be wrong. But all my cats are from health tested parents. I think it's common because it's a big deal. Like everybody that buys a cat wants to make sure that the parents are tested for HCM. There was a cat it's not a Sphinx, it was a Himalayan Persian, and he had FIP, which is a very deadly disease. The cat started losing, he was a gorgeous cat. He was almost 1 year old when I got him. I had an amazing coat, came from a show home, just a really well-kept cat. And I got him, and after a while he stopped eating, or he would eat like crazy, and he started losing a lot of weight. I think we were giving him vitamin B injections, and the vet recommended it, and I think it maybe helped him eat a little bit, but he could never gain weight. So he had a big old coat, and then you could feel like his ribs and his bones, but he would eat every day. And you know, we tried a bunch of measures to keep him alive, and he just finally passed away, and we took him in for a necropsy. And the vet let me be in there to see it. And so he cut the cat open, and what I saw, I should have took pictures of it because I've never seen anything like it. His body cavity had literally no blood. It was white on the inside with like orange patches and white blotches. It was super weird. So I don't know what FIP is exactly, but it is very contagious, and that's probably another reason that I just didn't want anything to do with the breed, because if cats and kittens start dropping once you have it in your cattery. So we got rid of all those cats and waited a little while, and then we got some some Sphinx. Every home, it's a cat, so apartments, houses, kids, no kids. It just really depends on the owner if they want a hairless. It's a little bit of a different cat, so I'd probably say like a younger crowd likes a Sphinx more than, older people like a furry cat. They do require more exercise than the Persians, and we just have an exercise wheel. So, it's like a giant hamster wheel, and they just run, and that's fine. Sphinx are oily, so you can sometimes feel it on their coat. It feels like a wax or a film, but wherever they lay, I had a window in Texas, and they would all lay against that window. It was behind my headboard, and when we went to move, you could see like the window was just covered in a film of, it kind of looks like earwax, like just a brown, blackish, reddish film, and you can like wipe it off and clean it, but if you have white sofas or anything, you gotta always cover it with sheets or blankets and wash them because they are oily. Very social, they'll love you, they follow you around the house, they wanna sleep with you in bed, they're warm, so if you're like cold-natured and you wanna put them on your body, there's been nights where I think I was whelping puppies and I was just like freezing cold on the tile floor, but the cat would be laying with me while I was whelping puppies and they would keep me warm, so they're warm. I would just find a breeder that has some decent reviews, a breeder that might let you come and see them for yourself. You have to be careful because a lot of people will buy cats from overseas. Like they'll import a ton of cats and to sell them here, especially in like New York. So you have to make sure when there's really fancy cats available, that they're not sick. So if you got a health guarantee, it doesn't matter. They'll just ghost you, they'll block you, and you will never find this breeder again. Because a lot of them are, I don't remember what it's called when they sell other people's cats, but brokers? Yeah, a lot of them are cat brokers, so they'll import amazing cats from overseas, bring them here, and during that travel, they're stressed, their immune system's compromised, and they get sick here, and it's really hard to recover a sick cat. You just have to deal with the breeder. If the breeder is going to help you or not, what was wrong? Is that something the breeder can help you pay the vet bill? And is it just medication? Or does the cat have a heart problem? You're going to need to replace it. You just have to make sure you find a vet that people have a good history with. And not a vet, a breeder. You should buy a cat from me if you want a really cool cat, because that's what we got. And you're more than welcome to come to our house and check them out in person. I think you'll see what a Sphinx is if you don't have one already, and fall in love with them. They're really sweet cats and healthy.
We could be spending time chasing nights, cruise the one until we see the sunrise. Hit my line.